I love that I say I'm going to be running late today, and then I am early. Woohoo! And half the party is not available, but that's fine. We're going to log in, do our login stuff, get everything started, let people show up. Close this down. So I have been having some issues. Well, I've had issues this entire time. I've figured out the problem, or narrowed it down to two problems, and I have the things I need to fix both problems en route. It is either that there's some casing hitting the fan, and I just need to bend the casing back with some pliers, or it's an issue of the fan was not properly adhered with thermal paste beforehand, which the fan and GPU was the one thing I did not have to put into the motherboard, so that's on framework, if that's the case. And if that's the case, then I just need to go fix it. And I have thermal paste and a replacement fan and GPU coming. So if that's the problem, I fix it. Sork. Why are you dressed like this, Sork? Let's go, FF14. So, yeah. What have we got today? We've got the next section of Eden raids. I have been promised lesbians, and if there aren't lesbians, I'm going to be so mad. Ooh, we got some money. What's sold? Some espresso. Con pana. Okay. This is not full Eden gear. I still haven't run back to get the chest plate yet. Like I was kind of wanting to, but then events happened. You all have eyes, you all have ears, you know the situations. So I don't need to tell you about the politics. But it is not a barb stream these days without me having an action item for viewers. And that action item is, with the government's, with the new administration's, tacit rejection of DEI initiatives, the rejections I have been getting from companies have shifted in form from, oh, well, you're really good and talented, we just happen to have someone better, so we're sorry, good luck, to, the only reason I am not saying fuck you, you tranny, is because that would open me up to a lawsuit. So, I'm still job hunting, still looking for things, but on account of the fact that, oh my, they seem to be doing that, please, I have a Patreon. Go. Do the Patreon thing.
Do it.
Like, between Tumblr and YouTube and Twitch and Blue Sky, I have well over 500 unique followers. If each of you dropped $5, I wouldn't need to work again. Which is, I don't expect that. That's unrealistic. I'm not asking for every single person to do it. But, if you've got if you can skip a Big Mac, skip a Big Mac a month and drop that in my Patreon, please do. I have 3 months of savings left. I could grind through to Endwalker pretty, in that time, but I would rather not have to swap from this kind of casual, we're doing all the content on our way route to, well, I have to hurry up and catch up before I'm homeless so that if I get murdered on the streets, at least the journey is on the VOD for people. I don't want to have to deal with that shit. So, give me some money, buy me some more time. If you know of a job prospect for someone who has 12 years of experience as a full-stack developer, including non-trained, but like 5 years of hands-on experience in data engineering, please reach out. Thank you. I also have product management experience. In my activism work, I'm learning about more explicit product management type work, because basically organizing campaigns and project management use very similar skill sets, with a difference in where the locus of power lies. So, you know, if you need a project manager, I do promise I will only lightly attempt to unionize your workplace. And that's actually mostly because unions benefit everyone. Like, I know the reason that we unionize is democratization of the workplace and liberation from the last vestiges of feudal power structures in our society. But let's be very real here. Unions benefit the owners too. We've known that. They've taken a look. Unions increase employee satisfaction, increase employee productivity, safeguard owners and companies from some of the risks associated with managers seeking short-term bonuses over long-term stability. Cough, cough, every tech company crippling themselves over the last, 5 years to chase after crypto and then NFTs and then AI, when none of that has been useful for any of their business ends. Yeah. Don't be mad. Don't be scared of Union Barb. Union Barb is here to make your workers happy, because a happy worker is a productive worker, and a productive worker can overthrow the bourgeoisie. Wait, what? Anyway. What? Anyway, I can say things like that because no one's going to employ me anyway. We need to get back to... Do we have to go back to Mordsuk? I don't think it's back to Mordsuk, or is it back to Justarian? I think it's Mordsuk. I've been promised lesbians. The game had best deliver them.
Let me just grab my benchers.
Is it away with the fairy? Yes, you look familiar. You're the dragon girl. Yo, Yalfert. Away with the fae. Ah, there you are. I'm part of the team helping with the highly classified and very, very secret thing. The fact of the matter is, I've come to inform you of a rather interesting development. It's about the girl who was brought back from the empty. She's woken up, you see. Yalfert! Gobo 2! Reen! Pat pat. We heard the news from Thancred, is it true? Why, yes, it most certainly is. Apparently her name is Gaia. She claims to be a free citizen of Yulbor, although she remembers nothing of the events leading up to her attack on Eden. She's lost her memory? Parts of it, at the very least. We also cannot be sure whether she's telling the truth or it's merely a ruse. She's yet to display any hostility, which is encouraging, I suppose. And Tancred's with her now, is he? Yes, he's taken her to Yulmore, mainly to verify what she's told us so far. Quiz the locals, that sort of thing. After that, the plan is to come back here. Well, they're taking rather longer than I anticipated. I hope nothing's amiss. I guess we're gonna go to Yomor.
Okay, then.
I'm gonna take off my hat so I make a better impression. Good grief, are you always this slow? At this rate, it'll be dark again before we know it. The night sky returning is all well and good, but it does make each day seem awfully short. Are you still dragging your heels back there? At least act like you've got a purpose, would you? Now look here. I'm not one of your servants. Why don't you try carrying your own luggage for a change? Tancred, you're back! You lot are a sight for sore eyes. Yes, even you, Urianjay. Gaia and I have just finished shipping her personal effects from Yulmore. I'm glad we can finally meet. Properly, I mean. So, did you learn anything useful? Other than where she lives, not an awful lot. Her supposed neighbors barely know the first thing about her. Hells, she barely knows the first thing about herself. Her recollection of her life in Yulmore is patchy at best. Oh my god, she is such an emo teen lesbian. Did you see that sort of, her rolling her eyes and making her mouth go, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember making that face when I was a teenager. But she seems convinced she'll regain her memory if she accompanies us, and so invited herself to join our merry band. And as her first act, she's ordered me to carry her luggage. If you insist on standing around talking, might I suggest finding a place to sit down first? My feet are killing me. Girl, those heels look good on you, but they were not the right choice to walk here from you.
Yeah, I was thinking those boots are not meant for traveling.
Yeah. Some boots are made for walking. Those boots ain't it, sister. Those boots are made for getting out of the car, walking to the bar, sitting up on the high chair, crossing your legs at the ankle so you don't pinch your dick, and ordering, like, a fruity drink and winking at the cute girl down the bar. Because every character in a game I play is trans unless proven otherwise. It's my game experience. Well, I think I'm still going to take my helmet off for the sake of politeness. Right then. I have gathered you all here today to discuss the arranged marriage of Reen and Gaia. Thancred, hold your goddamn objections. What do you think about it, Reen? I've got so many things I want to ask, and I probably should bombard her with questions. Very fair. Urianjay? Well, the amnesia's troubling. Thancred. Well, I've given you my early impression, but I'd be interested in hearing your opinion. Go on, talk to her, see what you make of her situation. Okay.
Okay.
So you don't remember anything at all? Not attacking us? Not falling unconscious? Such selective amnesia would rightly raise suspicion within those of a cautious mind. Yet if she doth speak the truth, it would lend credence to my current hypothesis, though admittedly some further Not now, Orianjay. She's only just woken up. We don't want to bore her back to sleep. In any case, I prefer to follow my instincts, and they're telling me that Gaia means us no harm. After much deliberation, I thought it only right to let her know about our work in the empty as a sign of goodwill. After all, trust works both ways. Though I'd ask you, Gobo, not to let your guard down just yet. Oh, the wind's blowing my little bang. So you're the one I'm supposed to have thought. Come to think of it, I recognize you from somewhere. As you should, you tried to kill me. Well, if Thancred's version of events is anything to go by, you weren't exactly holding back yourself. Still, it seems I didn't give you much of a choice but to defend yourself, so let's call it even. Not that I have any recollection of it. It's like remembering fragments of a dream, only to realize those things actually happened. It's as though my whole life has been leading to this. Thou speakest as though thou didst expect these events. I guess you could say that. That's what the fairy tell me. Fairy tells me. Fairy! I can't see it, but it's as though it's someone else inside me, and I can hear its voice in my head. It whispers to me and lets me use its power. Magic, I suppose you could call it. Not that I know much about that sort of thing. And this power alloweth thee to tear open the fabric twixt realities, that thou mayst call forth the aether-starved denizens of what remaineth of the 13th. What? Was that supposed to mean something, or are you just spouting random words at me?
He's like that. You'll get used to it. You'll figure it out in time.
Honestly, I don't know how you all put up with this. I've only just met him, and his insufferable prattle's already given me a headache. Gods, I still can't believe I'm having this conversation. And to think that I was flying about in a suit of armor waving a sword. That doesn't sound like me at all. Someone else inside you. A town inside me. Wait, wrong game.
Wait.
Like Minfilia was inside me. Minfilia, Reen is not old enough for that. What are you doing? Aye, the similarities cannot be ignored. Though it's too early to say with certainty, Gaia may well be the Oracle of Darkness. The Oracle of Darkness? What does this mean? It means you may have been right when you said she has something in common with Emmett Selk. Those who have been used as a living host by an Ascian have no recollection of events that occurred during their possession. This I know from personal experience. Gaia seems to have some memories still, even if they're a little hazy. Moreover, she's remained in control of herself even when she heard the voice within, much like you and Minfilia. And though Reen was very much her own person, Minfilia's presence did exert a change upon her outward appearance, granting her hair and eyes a hue akin to that of our dear departed friend. It is therefore not unthinkable that Gaia's raven locks may be a manifestation of the darkness which hath come to reside within her. But I was born like this, and my parents, they both had black hair too. Or at least I think they did. It's been so long since I saw them, I can't remember too well. But enough about me. You're Minfilia, aren't you? The Oracle of Light, who they were hosting in Yulmore? That's right, though imprisoning is a better word. They kept me locked away, and I don't know much about Yulmore and its people, or the rest of the world, for that matter. I see. And how exactly did the Oracle of Light come to run with the Warrior of Darkness? Well, it all started when... blah 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 blah, recount the events of Shadowbringers. And therefore, Thancred is a terrible dad. I still remember the day everyone went raving mad and Lord Valthree fled. Everything after that's a bit of a blur, though. From what Gaia has told me, she wasn't part of the mob that attacked us. But how was she able to resist Valthry's control? Mayhap 'twas the intervention of this fairy of whom she speaketh. If there's a fairy allegedly involved, shouldn't we be calling my wife? I feel like we need to talk to my wife, you know, the king of the fairies. As curious as that may be, we still don't know why she appeared out of nowhere as soon as Eden took flight. My beautiful branch. This is just a guess, but I'd say the fairy reacted to it in some way, and for whatever reason made me go after it. Yes, that seems the only explanation. I don't know about you lot, but I've had enough nattering. Let's get back to Eden. What? But why? The fairy wanted something from Eden, and knowing what that is will bring me a step closer to discovering exactly what's been living in my head all these years. And besides, my memories aren't going to restore themselves, and certainly not through idle chit-chat. So I'm going, and that's that. Okay, Gaia, wait! Insufferable. Utterly insufferable. We can't well leave her on her own devices. Come. Ah. It's starting. Should be Tuesday or Wednesday that the parts to fix that arrive. How loud is that?
How loud is what?
The fan.
I can't hear it.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's not that big of a deal. Hopefully I don't run into, like, freezing upstream or anything while I'm trying to run. Okay. Well, because it's a little hot. Hopefully we're fine. I'm nervous about anything related to this computer because I don't have the money to replace it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go search for Gaia. Worst case scenario, the stream ends early and we just start, like, here. And I have to do it again next week. Or however long it takes for the replacement to come. Well, I do have my old laptop still, so if we have a problem, I can always bat.
She can't have gone far, especially not in those heels.
I don't know, did you see how she's working them? She's got experience. Get away from me! Yep, she's definitely got experience. That was mean.
Alright, let's go see
But
what's
they are sex worker boots, and I'm like, did they know that they were putting her in sex worker boots? Or did they just go, oh, those are sexy, and we're gonna put the teenager in the sexy boots?
Oh dear.
Gaia! Seems I have no choice. Mwah.
Okay then.
I think we've experienced that when we fought her. That's the delayed blast thing.
Oh.
The one that kept killing the party. What am I? not entirely sure what I just witnessed, but I'm glad she's unharmed. Yep, the Yuri. So much Yuri. A most fascinating application of ethereal manipulation. The destructive blast did manifest a significant span of time after the initial casting. With sufficient mastery of such a technique, a second spell could be made, despite the target at precisely the same moment. While it would also demand exceptional ethereal control, its tactical potential cannot be denied. Powers befitting the Oracle of Darkness. When you fought Gaia, she opened void gates, yes? Back in the source, portals such as these were all too common, but tearing open the veil between the 1st and the 13th is a different matter entirely. We should be thankful she's not of a mind to turn that power against us, for now. How do you feel about opening a conduit between the 1st and the 13th to flood the empty with pure elemental darkness and, like, start restoring some balance to the Aether?
We could definitely use some darkness in the empty. That's for sure.
What are you all gawping at? I don't mean to stare. It's not every day I see magic like that. So this is the power of the fairy you spoke of? Ever since I was a child, it has whispered to me, telling me what to do. That's how I came to to use its power. There are things I can't even explain. Holes ripped in thin air, terrifying creatures crawling out, ghastly-looking blades, and armor appearing out of nowhere. Worst of all is the dark energy that comes from inside. This power, it feels as though it's only flowing through me, and never truly mine. And even when it answers my call, it always takes a few moments for the spells to work. So in summary, you don't have control of the magic. It's not as if I've ever tried to control it. I haven't made a habit of fighting wild beasts. Unfortunately, it's part and parcel of traveling through Amareng. And while I understand you want answers, you're not going to find them unprepared as you are. If your heart set on this, will help you. Marine, think of what you're saying. You're seriously considering taking Gaia to see Eden? Yes, we are, Thangred. Honey. There's no telling what might happen if she loses control again. So the safest option is for her to stay away until our work is done. Somewhere we can keep an eye on her. You must realize it's for her own good. Shut up. I must concur with Thancred's assessment. At present we know precious little of Gaia's origin and less still of her powers. If she's indeed the Oracle of Darkness, her presence may complicate a task already fraught with peril, placing our mission and her own well-being in jeopardy. In full knowledge of the risks, dost thou still wish to pursue this course? Yeah? I do. It wasn't long ago I was living in isolation, held against my will. Maybe the people keeping an eye on me thought that was for my own good, too. You go, girl. I'm going to see if I can have a temperature monitor for my laptop running. So give me just one moment real quick.
Okay.
I just add some additional hardware sensors. I think it's fine, but I started getting paranoid, and I'm on Linux. I can just put these readings in my desktop panel. So let's get some of this monitoring on. Should have done this ages ago. Okay. That should be good enough. But if we shut... Gaia away for our inconvenience. We're no better than Valkyrie and Ranjit. I've learned that when someone is in need, we must reach out a helping hand, not push them away. Now it's my turn to do for Gaia what you all have done for me. Even knowing the danger lies ahead, I won't choose the easy way out. This is the path I've chosen. Is that good enough for you, Dad? I can't say fairer than that. How about you, Ariane? The light of thy spirit doth burn bright. Mine apologies, my dear. We felt necessary to test thy resolve. Let it suffice to say thou hast left no room for doubt. For what it's worth, Irene, I never doubted you. But make no mistake, the danger Ariane and I spoke of is all too real. If you're prepared to go through with this, we'll be right there beside you. Thanks, Dads. I couldn't care less who I travel with, but if we're going to go, let's get going already. There's supposed to be some craft waiting at the Southern Watchtower, yes? Come along then, and don't fall behind. I can see why Reen is, yeah. I see.
You
see, don't ya?
think? What am I seeing?
The power of lesbian.
Ah.
Why couldn't you leave this craft on board Sook instead of all the way out here? Actually, don't bother explaining. Whatever the reason is, I'm sure it's something frightfully uninteresting. Let's be about it, shall we? Of course, I've been worried about what may happen when Gaia gets close to Eden. We'll keep an eye on her, make sure she's alright. Though our circumstance hath changed, our mission is most assuredly hath not. Restoring life to the empty remaineth our primary objective. I might be a bit tight squeezed with the 5 of us, but we'll manage. Perhaps Ariane can sit on top of our luggage.
6 of us?
You're riding your dragon, Aura.
Yeah.
I'd hope that
Technically a wyvern, but technically a wyvern.
I'd hoped during our absence the rebalancing of ambient aether might work for the change. Alas, 'twas not to be. Everything seems fine here as far as I can tell. As for Gaia, she hasn't started attacking everything yet, so I'll take that as a good sign. As usual, we should keep our sojourn here as brief as possible. Let's tend to business quickly. Hi, girl. So there it is. Eden, where I'll find the answers I seek. The bringer of the flood, the first sin eater, would it lead me to my past or my future? What awaited in the path ahead I could not say, but I had no choice but to take the first step. Why is Gaia our narrator? Blood and Thunder. I know what it's like. It was the same for me. But I was lucky because Thancred freed me from Yomor, and I had a chance to see the world. More importantly, though, I met all kinds of people, and they taught me not to live in another's shadow. but to be myself. Maybe one day you'll have that chance too. Said your piece, have you? One day? What's that supposed to mean? I don't know how the great Oracle of Light sees such things. But for someone like me, who's only known life in Yilmore, there was no tomorrow. There was no future. Only the here and now. And while we waste time on these meaningless conversations, I feel each moment of my life slipping away. Time? It won't wait. Not for me, not for anyone. I don't know how much longer I can hold on to who I am. I'm sorry, Gaia. Gaia? It's probably not even my real name. It isn't? When Thancred asked my name, I couldn't remember. That's when the fairy whispered to me, Gaia. But if you grew up in Yilmore, surely someone there must know who you are. Everyone I once knew had either disappeared or been turned into sin-eaters. Those whose faces and names I still remember, that is. In the end, we found not a single person who so much as recognized me. As far as I can recall, I've never been the most sociable person, but still. Well, even if it's not your real name, I think Gaia sounds lovely. If you're happy with it, then that's what I'll call you. And if you're willing, instead of Oracle of Light, please call me Reen. It's not the name I was born with, that's long forgotten now, but it's one that the people who I consider family gave to me. Is that so? That's right, Gaia, you can just pick your name. That's how this shit works. Well, as much as I'd love to keep up with chatting, there's something that's bothering me. I thought the fairy would have reacted to Eden some way, but so far nothing whatsoever. From what I gather, it wasn't until Eden started moving that I appeared out of the blue. Perhaps if you were actually try flying it somewhere, the fairy might break its silence? If you've got elements to restore or whatever it was, why don't you hurry it up and get it over with? At once, your ladyship. Aye, maybe best to resign ourselves to our mannerisms. Good thing we're not wholly unfamiliar with attending nobility, given certain company in the Scions. Of whomsoever dost thou speak, I wonder? Alright, everyone. I think we've talked for long enough. If you're ready, let's make our way to Eden. Are you forgetting that I'm Kagan? Urianje?
Wait, we have nobility in the science?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That's right.
Frickin' Alpha No and Alice A and...
I forgot.
And then we interact with the leaders of the various nation states all the time. And then, again, even though it's only for like a few more months probably, I am Khan of the Steppes. I finally also figured out how to make role colors appear, so you're going to be green from now on as Miss Healer. My memories, I think they're slowly coming back to me. My mother and father would constantly blather on about how the flood of light could return the end of the world when we least expect it, and that we should live each day as our last. They would often say, I wish this moment would last forever. That was until they were selected for ascension by Lord Valkyrie and were never seen again. Since I had no other relatives, or even any close friends to speak of, I was left alone in the world. Past like that hardly seems worth remembering, does it? Frickin' mood. Girl? Freaking mood. Pat, pat, pat. Reen's little chat with Gaia reminded me that for all our obvious differences, there are things we have in common. I, too, grew up not knowing who my parents were. The day Louis gave me the surname Waters was one I'll never forget. Years later, it was under a rather more desperate circumstance that I gave a certain young girl the name Minfilia. Little did I know then that it would end up crossing time and space, taking on a meaning I could never have foreseen. It's come to be passed on to one girl after another, binding them to a fate not her own. In a sense, it may be said that I chose not only one, but two names for Reen. But by whatever name she's called, she's truly her own person now. And essential to our lives as names are, I believe that it isn't the name itself, but the bonds it symbolizes that matter most. That's how my bestie can be Sahil and just be the, most girl Sahil ever. Manifesting Sahil as girl. Despite, that being, as far as I can tell, the Indian equivalent of being named Jacob. She's great. And she's streaming Umineko now when I can't watch. Wow.
Umineko.
She's streaming Umineko privately in a Discord channel, so there's not even going to be a VOD for me to go back to. How dare.
Oh, no.
I've done some reading about the land swallowed up by the flood, but it's no easy task to find locations with a dominant element. I'm glad we have Arianji to point us in the right direction. Following the initial changes wrought by the release of water and earth, the empty hath displayed no further signs of alteration. Stability, some may call this, and be satisfied, but in truth it is passivity, a passivity stemming from light's ever-pervasive presence. If we're to break the status quo, we must needs employ as catalyst, a third element that shall rouse and stabilize those unleashed energies and activity. Therefore I propose lightning. So a primal would be Rama, yes? What I've heard, he's the guardian of the forest and not particularly keen on conflict. But you've actually fought him, haven't you? Yep, the only EX for ARR that I have not finished. And also the reason I stopped playing Black Mage.
Nah.
I've spent a lot of time chasing after orbs when I should have been sitting there casting Explosion. We'd agreed that everyone would come to me when we needed to do things. But no, and they started yelling at you. How dare you not move and you cast? You need to move. You need to move, Black Mage, and then you move. Why aren't you keeping up your DPS, Black Mage? And now I'm a Reaper. That is the source of the despair that leads me to sell my soul to the void. Is Rama. I wonder if the sylphs had anything to do with that. I reckon they're quite mischievous, much like the pixies of Ilmeg. I'm glad our lessons paid off. Well, if it's like you say, if we want to call forth an accurate representation of the primal, I should picture it in my mind as clearly as possible. At the very least, it's worth a try. But the rest is up to Gobbo. In order for this to work, we need to actually fly somewhere, yes? So rather than sitting in one spot while you exchange anecdotes, why don't you get this blessed thing moving first? I must admit, that suggestion is not without merit. Reen, might I suggest the Gadolf Thunder Plains as our next location? Those plains, as is writ, were perpetually blanketed by storm clouds, the only source of illumination, the ceaseless barrage of lightning. The ambient aether that lingereth there shall provide ideal conditions for the summoning. And that's where we're heading. Come on, Eden, we have a job to do. This should be as good a spot as any. Alright, Gobbo, whenever you're ready. Rama without the bullshit, Rama without the bullshit, Rama without the bullshit, Rama without the bullshit.
beard. So huge.
Fulmination.
A beard longer than the tallest Rogadin.
You know what this means. Duty.
Yeah, okay.
Raid. For completion. Fulmination. Stream at Twitch TV/Grand Gobbo Barb. Minimum item level. Silence Echo. Recruit members.
Guy is gonna be so mad when she realizes we got taken out to find people doing this.
Oh, we're gonna put this in
alliance
frequent
raids.
flyers first. Hey, Caspian Valera!
I was running through Labyrinth of the Ancients earlier, and someone must have had a lot of time because they had keybinds to do a tour of the whole place.
Nice. Let's see. Who's online? Albrick! Okay, I see Eisen, Dantas, Pasha are all here. Oh, Nabissa! Nabissa's in the party! Send that tell to Dantas. Over there, putzing her out in wherever Ultima Thule is. Axelai! Yeah, woohoo! I know these people. I don't know Caspian. Dantas is already busy. Rip.
Oh yeah, I think there's a raid scheduled in about like 20 minutes.
Oh, Caspian used to be Themis. Okay. I do know Caspian. Okay. I don't think I know Imitation Chicken. Wait, I think I've met I don't know Imitation Chicken, but I've been there. Last we have a party of 4 going on with Dantas and I think probably based on the fact that Dantas and Eisen and Pasha. Why did I forget Pasha's name? And Joshipu! No, Joshipu's in Alexandria. These 3 are all in Ultima Thule. So I am going to guess that their party's in Ultima Thule. I'm going to guess they're all in a party, and we're not going to get any of them for this run. Rip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just need 2. A healer and a DPS. A healer and a ranged DPS, ideally.
Oh, wish granted. No, wait, that's a magic DPS.
I mean, not melee.
I mean, it is technically ranged.
I don't think I know Ritz either, but hi, Ritz. And then... Okay. I got a little note that I hadn't actually turned on the temperature sensor. There we go. 62C, 56C. Well, that's a little warmer than I'd like. That's a dangerous temperature for my laptop. That's not what I want. Anything over 90 on the GPU, on the CPU, anything over 80 on the GPU. I'm at 65 on the CPU, 56 on the GPU, so I am okay. I don't think I know Connie. So we are back to just needing a ranged DPS. Wow. And my sensor is fine. So good. I'll keep an eye on that. If that goes up drastically, it'll be a problem. But 62 is a perfectly sensible thing. So let's see. Why Connie? Because it's someone I don't know for once. Where? Because I'm just so used to seeing a bunch of people I know that I'm like, oh, someone I don't know. Halabali, we need you. Elsbeth, we could do without you, but Halabali, get in here. Some people are scared of streaming. Whoa, whoa, what happened? Okay. Some people are allegedly scared of streaming.
That's fair. I was really uncomfortable with the streamings at first. Like before this, I mean.
You know, Uplander's allowed to hop inside VC and give us bullshit. Uplander's allowed to do that, Alza. Okay, Ritz is here because of love of this fight, and so is Connie. So they know each other. Indigo, woohoo!
Do I want?
Let's get that ready check going.
I don't know. Oh.
Time to finalize. Okay, we're ready. Nimbus is ready. Woo. Okay. Let's not screw this up. Okay. Fulmination. I said we were doing it mine, so we're doing it mine. Wah. I think we crossed him with Odin for some reason.
Yeah.
This is Ramu. Oh my gosh, did you hear Gaia's voice?
Yep.
This is Ramu.
Wait, what happened to his beard? It went to all his tail.
Okay, we're just going.
No beard. He will lose.
Hi! You startled me. And you made me click out of my window. Okay. I'm not sure that I like this much.
Nope. Ow.
Yeah, okay. So this is a lot of bullshit like the other Rama fight. Wow.
Oh wait. Wait.
Knockback. Oh, noble beasts of the Leven.
Oh. I did not see that. Yeah, I think I'm just good laying down here for a while. Never mind, I'm back up. Oh.
How
Never
do we
mind.
how do we not die to that? I don't know if I
we need
understand. You need to
grab an orb.
Okay. Fucking orbs.
In my case, it was I just survived right into that.
And we have no healers. Yeah, it's reset. Okay. That's okay. The second we said Rama, I was like, well, I'm not going to have a good time. Namissa, leap to the end. Avoid a vuln, keep orbs. Don't die. I wish we had a countdown though.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah, we don't have our normal countdown crew here. They're busy talking in the link shell about stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's about to go kaboom. Getting Deep Death's design up. Okay. Some more edge on. There we go. Albrecht Thorn is logged out.
Or has he?
I got the logged out message.
Yeah, I'm visiting Primal. I'm trying to rip off some poor unsuspecting souls.
Ah, I see. I'm trying to just kill this stupid piece of shit. Oh. You stop being bullshit, Rama, for one fight in your life. Okay.
Ow.
I'm gonna get an LB2. Get this done with. Oh. Wow.
Yay!
You've taken my measure. Good. Get out of here. God, I hate Rama so much. Not even this version I like. No. Second I have to start seeing little tiny blue balls against a blue background, I'm like, ew. But everyone was great. So, oh, they left. I forgot to be like, yo, stay around for the team. Well,
I guess I'm gonna help myself, please.
I think this is going to give me a new helm, but not a new armor. Rip. We will be opening the next one after the story. Smile. In case Themis wants to hang around. Caspian now. Caspian Valora. Thancred. I had my eye on Gaia the whole entire time you were fighting Rama, and besides the sort of reaction you might expect from someone watching you take on a half-man, half-flying horse thunder god, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. The fact that Eden itself also showed no signs of being affected by her presence can only be a good thing. But I'd understand if Gaia herself were more than a little disappointed. She's no closer to the answers she seeks. Ryanje. Once again, 'twas a most superlative display of thy puissance. Now I could not fail to notice that body did belong to Ixion, fabled equine embodiment of lightning. Hast thou perchance encountered the beast?
I think I might have.
Yes, I have his horn. Sitting around in one of my retainers' inventories, I have his horn. So that thing was created based on your memories? Maybe it's a way we can use Eden to summon the fairy like that. It won't be the actual fairy, it'll be a, like, representation of the fairy. Reen. I thought I was prepared to expect anything, but I didn't expect Rama to turn out quite like that. Birds aside, he was quite aggressive as well. The Slift's belief in him as a kindly guardian clearly makes a difference to his temperament. Anyway, I'm just glad it's over. Let's get back to the camp and see if anything's changed. Yes, please. Give me quick arm. Skill speed, hurrah! So where's the impact of the lightning? Crystal's a different color, but apart from that, it all looks the same. It may look the same eye, but it feels a difference. The air's grown slightly more humid, as it does before rain. I have to say, I'm not exactly prepared for wet weather. If Eden can control elements and so on, can't you tell it to send those clouds somewhere else? Speaking of which, I'm not very impressed with its so-called powers. If changing yellow crystals to purple is the extent of its abilities, it's no surprise the fairy didn't bother showing up. Hope whatever's next is more worthwhile. Next is... We've got Garuda and we've got Ifrit. Rather than influencing the ground beneath our feet, Eden hath brought change to the firmament above. And yet 'tis clear that a more dynamic element is required for natural cycle of precipitation and evaporation to be complete. So we need movement. Would wind do the trick? Most certainly. It seems we have a plan. Let's not dwell too much on the effects of each individual element, instead focus on seeing them all restored. And then we flow in some darkness, and then it should flow through. Power of an oracle, not to be sniffed at, it seems. To be sniffed at, it seems. All my life you were a constant companion, your voice ever seeping into my mind. Why then, of all times, did you abandon me? Deafen even to the clashing of thunder, or were you simply biding your time? Alrighty. Urianger, into the firestorm. Are we doing Ifrit and Garuda at the same time?
I hope not.
Urianger's knitted brow almost certainly spells trouble for us. Gaia, I'm going to talk to you before I talk to Urianger. When one plan fails to achieve the desired effects, you move on to the next with minimal brooding and prattling. It seems we're finally learning. As much as I bemoan Urianger's long-winded explanations, we'd be lost without him to take care of all the ethereal science and whatnot. Obviously, I'm quite sparing with my praise, as I wouldn't want it to go to his head. I'm not sure what I was expecting to see after restoring lightning, but I did feel a little disheartened. Still, as Thanker and Urianger say, there are changes taking place, even if they're not immediately obvious. Okay, give me the bad news, Urianger. Ere we set out once more, might I ask if thou art familiar with the process by which rain is made to fall? It's an Allegan conspiracy! It certainly would not be beyond the Allegans to manipulate the weather, if such is thy suggestion, but it is of naturally occurring phenomena that I would speak. With the restoration of our first element, the Empty was once more blessed with the most essential ingredient in the cycle of precipitation, water. Under normal circumstances, the heat extent in the atmosphere would cause water to evaporate from the land's surface. And as invisible vapor, it is borne by the wind high to the firmament, where it doth condense as clouds before descending once more, returning to the land in the form of rain. It seems we need wind-aspected aether to create more clouds. That it hasn't yet rained must mean there aren't enough. And even before that, we need fire-aspected aether to make the water evaporate. Seems to me that one's not much good without the other. Why don't you just draw out both elements together? You're suggesting Gobo fight two Deiform entities, each one as deadly as Rama, at the same time? You realize how absurd that is? And yet, 'tis a notion that doth warrant further consideration. You can't be serious. Cast your minds, if you will, to the elemental wheel. I did show you in the bookman's shelves. The wind giveth rise To lightning, whose spark doth produce fire. By restoring wind and fire in tandem, we may maintain balance between these dynamic elemental forces. The ensuing battle shall indubitably present an ordeal unlike any Gobo hath ever faced. I believe, however, this path doth lead to the prize we seek. Oh, so perhaps it's not so absurd after all, is it, Thancred? Wouldn't dream of questioning Oriange's grasp of the science behind it. My concerns for the burden this would place not only on Gobo, but Reen as well. What do you both make of the plan? If Oriange thinks it works, I'm willing to give it a try. Can I imagine one day a form entity that's like a fusion of Ifrit and Garuda, like sexy elemental fire lady who casts forth like tornadoes of flame, then I can deal with just like one and she's hot. As long as you know what you're getting yourselves in for. You're gonna need all your strength. See that you get plenty of rest. Gaia? Well, Reen, you heard him. Go to Gaia. Get plenty of rest. I have selected a location which wind and fire aspect of Aether lie dormant, where I shall wait until Reen hath completed her preparations ere I dispense with the particulars. Seems Reen is reluctant to air her concerns. Were you to rally her spirits, she'd become more willing to talk. Girl? Go be lesbian! Yes, you're right. There's no use trying to pilot Eden while I've got other things on my mind. It's about Gaia, you see. Truth is, apart from Alice and Alphino, I hardly know anyone my own age. I thought she'd make an effort to be nice, but, well, you've seen how she is around me. I understand she's got her own problems to deal with, but I thought that maybe I could help her in some way. It's not my place to intrude, and I should probably just leave her be until we've finished restoring the elements. After all, that's more important, isn't it? Nope, Yuri. Yuri's more important than anything. Let me talk to Gaia while you concentrate on the house. No, Thancred, you are not Yuri. Thancred, no, you are not Yuri. That's what I would have said once upon a time. It seems to me you're the one best qualified to take care of this little problem. I know she can be a bit prickly, to put it mildly, but if anyone can get through to her, it's you. Though we've only known her a short while. We're all she's got, and I think she realizes that. Just let her know she's not alone, and she'll come around eventually. Alright, I'll give it a try. Do you have any advice? No, don't talk. Flip her around, grab her by the shoulders, put your left hand under her chin, tilt it up a little, or down if you're shorter. I normally snap their legs out from under them with my scythe and then, like, crouch down over because, like, look at me, small. But, you know, tilt her chin, put your lips on hers, give her a deep kiss. No tongue on the first kiss unless she initiates. Make sure that you have a loose enough hold that she can back off if she's not down for it. And then when she's like, what? To be like, we have a job to do. Meet me in my tent. And the rest of us will give you the privacy you need. Right, Thancred?
It's not a few steps ahead.
I'm afraid that since arriving in the first, I've had little time to mingle with any of the locals. I haven't a clue what young women like Gaia would be interested in. That's given me an idea. I'll start with some small talk and go from there. Actually, since before she even woke up, I've been asking Lena about what's popular in the Crystarium. I thought it might be nice to show Gaia around the place one day, you see. So that's what you're doing. I suppose it makes for a nice change of pace from all the studying. And I must commend thee on thy choice of confidant. The captain's powers of observation maketh her a veritable font of wisdom concerning the behavior of the Crystarium's citizenry. Yes, and now it's time to put that knowledge to good use. Don't let the fear of rejection hold you back. Persistence is the key. Speaking from experience by any chance? Yeah, let's not deal with his experience. It's a touch problematic, and frankly, he's a little rapey. So, whatever could you mean? Lessons learned from the day spent in pursuit of ladies fair, one might suspect. God, you couldn't help yourself, could you? It's alright, Thancred. Your secret's safe with me. And I remind you that the reason we're here is to create a better future for everyone in the First, which includes you and Gaia. While it might not be the same scale as bringing life back to the Empty, if you're able to befriend her, that'll be another way of contributing to a brighter tomorrow. So go on, she's waiting for you. Alright, wish me luck. She's ready to approach the delicately unapproachable Gaia. You'd best observe the conversation from within earshot. We best spy on the developing Yuri. Yes. Wait at the designated location. Where's the designated location?
You just passed.
Oh, it's just like right there. Okay. Yuri.
Hey, no attention to the RO doing squats in the background.
You mean the Lalafell doing squats? What do you want? Oh, well, nothing really. It can wait till later. For all we know, there might not even be a later. If you've got something to say, hurry up and spit it out. Is everything alright? Not feeling strange from being around Eden or anything? Is that what you came here to talk about? Actually, I wanted to ask you. Would you like to go and have coffee and biscuits with me? Date! Date! What? Coffee biscuits. They serve them at the second serving in the Crystarium. Everyone's talking about them, so I thought maybe once we finished our work here, you and I could go together? Let me get this straight. No, honey, there's nothing straight about this. You came to talk to me about biscuits. Yes, they're light and crispy, and you dip them in the coffee, they go all nice and squidgy. The only reason you're even interested in that in the first place is because everyone else is doing it. Can't you think for yourself? I do what I want, when I want. After all, the world could end at any moment. That's not going to happen. Not if I have anything to do with it. Listen, Gaia, I understand what you're going through. Believe me, I do. But you mustn't lose hope. A new day will come, then another and another. Life's not so bad if you give it a chance, you see. Oh, shut up. You think you know me? Even I don't know who I am. Until I find the truth, I'll never be free. Then we'll find it together. Over coffee and biscuits and a nice long stroll in the gardens, and then maybe some snuggling and sweet little pecks on the shoulders, and like, oh my god, I want to chew on your shoulders. I've seen enough pain and loss I don't want to see any more, and that includes you, Gaia. Why do you care so much about other people? What have they ever done for you? But you haven't forgotten how we Yulmorans treated you. The precious Oracle of Light. A bird in a cage. And yet you act as if none of that ever happened. So forgiving, so selfless. Also, I just realized Gaia has a choker. Definitely transgal energy. Like, this is a certain class of transgal who's been very isolated, been very hurt, who didn't experience any supportive community, and is like lashing out against everyone. I've met these girls. They're just like, aw, and then eventually they melt, and they're like, so cool. But yeah, girl. Skip a few steps. You and your family brought back the night sky, and you finally had the chance to lead a normal life, but instead, you're flying around in a giant sin-eater, trying to turn a barren wasteland into some sort of paradise, and for what? I may not remember much of my past, but I'm fairly certain I never heard of anything so ridiculous. Out of morbid curiosity, I'll see it through to the end. If you think that makes us friends, you're very much mistaken. Gaia. I surmise that to keep Gaia waiting over long would only agitate her further. Right, let's unlock everything. I can go check what new hat I have available while we fill. I'm not going to have a new armor a piece available, but I should be able to have a decent hat. Albrecht Thorn has logged in! Successful scamming, huh?
No.
Rip.
Such sadness. Uplander is very sad.
No.
Not you as well. Look, I've had enough small talk to last me a lifetime, so don't even bother. I believe you had a job to do, yes? Then let's be quick about it. Green? I do not recommend being her first girlfriend. Okay? That sounds like a bad idea. To defeat the deiform manifestations of wind and fire shall require every last mote of thy strength. That thou hast triumphed over such beings in previous encounters should be at the forefront of thy mind as we commence the summoning. Where are we going to go this time, Arianje? A place called Ashfall doth satisfy our requirements, I believe. The fables speak of travelers sweltering beneath the blazing heat of the midday sun, while after nightfall, slicing winds did tear at their cloaks. I see. Hopefully it won't be quite as that bad when I draw out the elements. Reen, my dear, may I remind thee to focus not is the same as to deny other thoughts. Whatever it is that troubleth thee, thou wouldst be better for acknowledging it. Yes, you're right, of course. It's Gaia that I'm worried about. That as well. May thy concern for her lend thee yet more strength. It's time. I begin drawing out wind and fire in equal measure. Gubbo, we'll get only one chance at this, so make it count. Memories of Garuda and Ifrit rage through your mind. Come on, sexy fire Ifrit Garuda, sexy fire Ifrit Garuda. Come on, Führer, be hot. That's what I beg. Okay. Recruit members. Raid. Führer. Everything else the same. Boom. Party open. Let's get our hat on while we wait. Oh, I want to teleport. to Mortsuk. Of course, now we're competing against the whatever the prepared thing is. Hey, Indigo's back! Welcome, Indigo, while I'm on my way to Gokul. Eden's Verse. As I expected, there is only a helm available. I will get it. Give me my hat. It still works with the rest of my outfit. Okay, let's go. Cast Glamour. Eden Call Helm. Do I have a visor? I do not. Okay.
Oh, nope. Wrong one.
Wahaha. Welcome back to Party Indigo.
Let's see, I have Greaves of Golden Antiquity, Gauntlets of Golden Antiquity.
You can get...
I like this caster tunic.
Ooh, Taiyang. Wow. I kind of want to see if I can't dye my outfit, tie my gloves. No, I'm not. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. We have time. People aren't here yet. Caspian hopped out of... Caspian and Indigo swapped tanks because they weren't quite sure that they'd be able to do it. Well, I'm sure this is going to be fine. It's going to be a sexy Garuda Ifrit, and nothing bad is going to happen. Give me my black dyes. Really, everything in the free company belongs to me, right? Actually, I don't even need to. This is a temporary thing. I can waste the dye because it's going to be wasted either way. I need to get more gunmetal dye. But... oh, I can't actually dye that. Oh well, it's fine. Woo! The missus back! Let's fix our portrait again. Perfect. Do I see anyone who looks like a newbie that I could give some glam items to?
No, I guess I should get my Yuri repaired.
Here, Chili. I'm gonna see if you'll take these things. I've been trying to give them to people for a while. Chili might be AFK.
It's my tombstone cap.
Oh, nope, okay. Hello, Astra. What level are you? 3. Do you respawn to a lollyho? Oh, everyone's here. No time to give everything away. Not sure I like how things are heating up. But okay. Let's go Führer.
So we're gonna fight both Garuda and Ifrit, or it's gonna be like some kind of combination.
I'm hoping combo. I'm hoping combo. I'm hoping sexy fusion. It worked both.
Both wind and fire have answered the call. Green, are you alright?
Okay, Garuda sexy. Ifrit. Theoretically.
Ow. Well,
Oh, okay, I see. You can't even cross through that area. Okay. I thought it might have been like, I thought it was going to be like, Susano, where if you hang around in there, you die. But nope, can't even cross that. Good to know.
okay. I was thinking it'd be the same thing too.
learned our lesson there.
Ow. Oh. Oh, okay. Ow! Oh. Nope. That's not good.
Lessons learned. That's not too bad, I don't think. Join me by raging wind and... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, they are going to do it! I'm gonna get my sexy Garuni hybrid! Oh my god!
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I feel about the lack of countdowns going on here today, but you know what? It's fine. That... Okay, I got hit by that last time too, I just forgot about it.
And I haven't figured out where I'm supposed to stand during that.
Sides.
Die. Oh, yeah.
And do not enter.
Oh yeah, that part, I forgot. Oh, the things move with them too. That's what messed me up. Oh.
Well, I'm sure we can recover. Okay, fuse my gorgeous ones.
Oh, okay.
Grr, why are you boy mode? You could have been sexy. You could have been sexy, Raktapaxa, and now you're that.
I was going to go with the butch interpretation.
That's fine, I guess. Also, I'm absolutely going to die again. This is so... wow.
Oh, eruption. Oh, that was quite hard to see. Ow. Oh. I'm dead.
Howling winds feed the flame.
Oh no. No, 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 no. I don't know. Oh, I think this is an enrage.
No,
No.
that's not an range. These are AoEs. They're just really hard, especially if you don't know them. God damn it!
Oh. There you go. I'm dead. Tonk.
We are totally showing ourselves to be fools this run. High five!
I think that's the highest I've ever flew in a raid.
It's okay, this is definitely a fight you should know, and we don't. Like, every time I've died, except for the most recent, I've been like, oh, I've lesson learned. This time I'm like, oh, I wasn't paying attention. Hands of hell.
Uh-oh.
And then they get to the middle where the safe spot is. You accept the raise.
God dang it. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
I was gonna...
I think it was a little early to pop that.
Yeah, that was my thought too. I was like, it's a little early for that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Woohoo! Did it in the end. That is a don't stand in the bad fight. And I think I've figured out all the ways that I died. So let's get everyone who's here so I can quickly do a close. And don't leave Indigo. Waha.
Oh. They're all gone.
They're here in my G-pose. So that means that we get it. Get out of here, loot list. Loot list, will you stop so I can take the picture? Thank you. Give me everything, especially chest piece.
I got a helmet.
I don't need the helmet, so you can have the helmet. Yay! More glam options. Gaia? For a moment, I thought Reen had lost control of the Aether. Luckily, we all managed to avoid any major disasters, from what I can tell. That two such ferocious beings should meld into a single entity is frightful indeed. Further research must needs be performed to fully comprehend this unexpected phenomenon. You know what? I'm going to take the blame for it, because I was thinking the entire time, come on, sexy Ifrit Garuda hybrid. And, you know, we got hot butch Ifrit. Combining the contrasting powers of twin primals seems an awful lot like the Ultima weapon. In any case, I'm pleased to see you are as successful here as you were at the Praetorium. That was incredible. I never imagined they'd fuse together like that, but you took them down all the same. I'm badass. I suppose the main thing is that we're now 2 elements closer to restoring the Aether of the Empty. Let's go see what difference we made. Give me... skill speed. Even though I do everything mine, so I don't think it matters. Ooh, hybrid. What do you think we need to create one that like is a fusion of all the elements, so we get all the elements into one big jet black crystal? It's raining. It actually worked, just like Urianger said it would. Everything we could have hoped for. Indeed, our endeavors have been repaid manifold. I wonder what'll happen when we restore ice. Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Is something the matter? One more element, and then what? We'll have achieved the impossible, but I'll still be nothing. No memory, no past, no family, nothing. The world's moved on and left me behind. Anyone who ever knew me is either dead or gone. So, Almighty Eden, you can mend this broken world, but you can't restore one girl's memories? Give me my life back, damn you. I still hunger. Extinguish the accursed light. Awaken our true power. Enough riddles, tell me who I am. You are. I am. Gaia. Gaia, what's wrong? Reclaim your memories. Fulfill your destiny. I don't understand. Gaia, can you hear me? Get away from me! Amidst the sound of falling rain, your voice called from within. Long after the rain passed, your voice echoed on. Unlike everyone else, I have an umbrella.
Me too.
Yeah, y'all, we were bringing back the rain. You didn't think to get umbrellas first? Goodness gracious. Poor Gaia. If the fairy lives inside her, why would it let her suffer like this? I wish there was something we could do to help. Pray beyond thy God, my friend. Gaia may yet relinquish control to the voice within. Just get it over with, would you? Alright. I mean, I was hoping I wouldn't have to, because Reen's going to be mad, but... Frack. Well, murder didn't take. Guess we'll have to do things the hard way. Into the heart of darkness. Well, this downpour is precisely the result we were hoping for. The novelty of standing outside in the rain does wear off rather quickly. Not to mention Gaia is looking a bit under the weather. Let's continue the conversation in the Eden's core. Again, y'all could have brought umbrellas. This is a technology that we have that lets you carry a roof around with you in case of rain. You doing better, girl? What does it want? Why won't it tell me she is not doing okay? I'm not sure what's going on with Gaia, but it's certainly a cause for concern. Perhaps it's the fairy making itself known. Hey, Reen, until we need you, you need to go like, hold your girlfriend, okay? I mean, she's not my girlfriend. We haven't even had a date yet. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't even really know that much about Eden. Since we need to find out how it's all connected to Gaia, I should try to understand it at a deeper level. To be honest, there isn't much else I can do. Yes, go. Understand. Less focus on Eden, more focus on Gaia. Understand her at a deeper level. She'll feel better. Ryanje? Don't you dare give me that stop corrupting the youth glance. I have been where Gaia is, okay? I have been at the point where your transition costs you almost all of your friends, where it distances you from your co-workers, where it causes problems with your family. I've been there. So, like, she needs a hug is what she needs, not a lecture. Okay, Urianger? Ere we set forth to restore the element of ice, I would discuss the manner in which the summoning shall be undertaken. Just tell me one thing, is this going to bring the empty back the way it was before the flood? Well, none can say for certain. The change we've observed at the points in the ethereal intersection doth give cause for optimism. It may be reasonably assumed the empty shall continue to transform and, in the decades to come, regain a semblance of its former state. Decades? I don't think you've quite grasped the sheer scale of damage left in the wake of the flood. It would have swallowed the entire world if Minfilia hadn't stopped it. Even if Reen has inherited her blessing, wounds like that don't heal overnight. After all, the Empty's been utterly devoid of life for 100 years. And it might take even longer than that to bring life back. I don't expect immediate results, but I do know that it will stay like this forever unless we do something about it. My sentiments precisely. Only once the final element is restored shall we have glimpsed the future that awaiteth those of generations yet to come. You do all of this for a world you won't live long enough to see? Well, here I am, so absorbed in my problems. I can barely sail a thought for anyone besides myself. For so long I've listened to that voice telling me what to do, who to be. I was scared of what might happen if I disobeyed, but I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be me. Who am I? What am I? Perhaps it's better if I never find out. If Reen's the Oracle of Light, here to mend the broken world, what does that make me? Gaia, Oracle of Darkness, bringer of misery and death. A monster. It's no wonder they left me. Mother, father, and next it'll be all of you. And I'll be back where I started, where I've always been. Alone. Girl, no. Gaia, is it the fairy?
That is some strong hair gel.
What's wrong? Afraid I might lose control and ruin all your carefully laid plans? No, it's you I'm worried about. Reen, I'm going outside. To clear my head. You just do what you need to do, alright? Do you want my umbrella? Something's wrong, I know it. That much is clear. If we have to repeat her first visit to Eden, we may even be joined by the Void sent friends of her. If you go and see what Guy is doing, Urianger and I will stay with Reen. Hi, love. This raid quest is this raid storyline is in fact about toxic lesbians. Oh, we're underway, so the raid's not here. Okay. My name's Gaia. That's what you said, isn't it? Eden, the flood. What does it all mean? No, it can't be. Is this what it's been waiting for all this time? Finally, you remember. What is this? The darkness that dwells within you, Gaia. Ooh, no. The accursed spawn of light are drawn to it, like moths to a flame. Pathetic, mindless, easy to bend their wills. Sin eaters? Now the time of awakening has come. I should have remembered to take my helmet off before the cutscenes. Gobo, Reen senses Sin Eaters. What's happened? We've got a lot of them. Don't try to fight them. Just bring Gaia back inside quickly now. Shit. What entity was that should hold a horde of Sin Eaters in its thrall? And to what end? She's in a bad way. At least she doesn't seem to have lost control. She's unconscious. You know what I was saying earlier about kissing her? This is not the time. The Snow White kissing the sleeping princess to wake her up thing is not hot, it's not cute, it's not romantic, it's rapey as hell. Don't do it. Gobo, this isn't the time. We have problems other than Yuri. Oh. What's happened to her? It's a concern for later. First, we must deal with those Sin Eaters. Gobo, if thou wouldst care to repair our assailants without, I would task Thancred with standing guard within. I shall tend to Gaia meanwhile. Eden's verse, Iconoclasm, now accessible. Which also means it's time to go check to see if I have any new armor. But first, well, no, I'm gonna do the teleport first because I have a feeling that we're getting to fill up the chat quickly, fill up the party quickly thing. I'm gonna get to Mordsuk, open up Party Finder.
I only got the helmet from that last fight.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to look at. Recruit members. Change over to Iconoclasm. Go. Iconoclasm. BF frequent flyers. Oh no. Sin Eaters. Friend. Go. Give me treasure. I have some solarates. Are they any good? Yeah, they're pretty okay. Glamour. Solarates. XIV. VD, welcome, not to the Party Finder frequent flyers chat, into the party chat. Wow. Okay. Let us return to Limsa. I see a Joshi Poo doing a little dance. With Suzu, who I don't know.
Why does my headphones keep shorting out my monitor? My second monitor.
Technology's a pain in the ass. It's complicated. There's a gazillion little reasons, probably. I know how to debug things, but I don't like it. Let's see. I see a Kaden! On the ground. It's locked. Or not Führer. It's not Führer. It's, It's Iconoclasm. Kaden. Right. I'm gonna avoid the people casting insta-death spells. Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbyes. Back from the dead. Glenn! It's Glenn! Oh, the DPS slots is locked. Thank you for telling me, Glenn. Let me fix it. I think Caspian was in there when we started it. Glenn, Taeyong, Vidi, Caspian, Lacey. They're our party so far. And Ura, of course. We just need a melee DPS. Yep. And a little shrug. And we're ready. Ready check for the party. Lacey and Sork. Double black mage. Sork. Is Sork still wearing, like, his Skippy outfit? Here for chaos. I'm just wondering if you're still dressed in that skimpy outfit you were in this morning when I did roulettes. Oh, that I don't like. Oh no. My computer needs to restart.
Uh-oh.